Take a look at this sign in Tsuruga, Japan, taken earlier this month. Never approach or touch dolphins. You can actually see one in the water near a boat there, so locals better heed that warning and keep their distance, because it's believed that there's a dangerous, horny dolphin causing problems out in Japanese waters. As just observed by the BBC, a lonely and potentially sexually frustrated dolphin has been blamed for a spike in attacks on swimmers in a Japanese seaside town. And this year alone, it's been linked to at least 18 attacks on humans. And while we're not exactly confusing Flipper for Jaws here, the king of the sea, ever so kind and gently as he, might need a tiny rewrite, as local authorities in Japan have been issuing warnings to get out of the water after spotting a dolphin, and not to swim closer to the creature. A marine expert who's with a college in Japan spoke to the Associated Press in Japanese, as is the fashion there, and said that it's believed that these dolphin attacks have been carried out by a lone dolphin that's been separated from its pod and is looking for its playmate. Again, what the New York Times describes as a single, lonely, sexually frustrated dolphin. The type of thing that's destined to be a love interest in season 5 of The Boys. Anyway, as we here in the States continue to enjoy the feminine phenomenon known as brat summer, Japanese media has been sounding the alarm on dolphin threat summer since 2022, as the Times reports that dolphin attacks have injured nearly 50 people since then. Our marine expert observes that dolphins are very curious creatures, so when one finds a human, it decides to play or have fun with that person. And yeah, the internet is full of footage of dolphins making the most of their spare time. But as noted by that expert, when one of these creatures ends up biting someone playfully, it can come as a shock to a human. That expert, though, wants to make it clear that these things aren't ferocious animals. Though in some of these recent cases, these dolphin attacks have led to injuries serious enough to warrant dozens of stitches. In addition to passing out warning leaflets and urging people to never approach or touch this pent-up dolphin, to quite literally keep the thing at bay, they've also installed a device that emits sound waves that dolphins don't like into the water. Sounds like a perfect job for the back catalog of the late Jimmy Buffett. Japan's pretty far away, so I went over to a small freshwater lake in Michigan to scope things out just in case. I feared the worst when I spotted all this caution tape, before remembering that dolphins don't tend to live in small suburban bodies of water in Michigan. And whether that's actually the case or these false dogs are just doing a damn good job keeping watch, this adolescent lifeguard, whose identity we've obscured here, confirmed all was well.
Have you heard of any dolphin attacks at this lake?
I have not.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Do you know what a dolphin is?
I do know what a dolphin is.
You haven't seen one?
I have not.
Alright, fine.
This little lake may not be harboring dolphins, but it's certainly harboring content, like this video from your daily news refresh. Subscribe for more weird, interesting, and funny news stories like these each and every day. Like this recent one about the 102-year-old woman who just became Britain's oldest skydiver. Huh, no dolphins up there, I think.